Welcome back, everybody. I am your host, the One Up Havoc, and this time around we're actually going to do things a little differently. You see, due to some unforeseen events that happened on my end when I was editing this video, which I will explain as the video is going along, this is going to be more of a post commentary than a live commentary. And that is due to the fact that the original audio that I had, which is the commentary audio, it ended up getting screwed up along the lines, and let's just say that I don't have the original audio commentary for this game, for this footage you're seeing right here. So what you're hearing is literally me sitting here watching the video and just adding commentary on top of it without even playing the game. Like what you're seeing is still my gameplay that I've done, but honestly I can't help but feel a little bummed out about what happened. So let me fill you in on what went down while Sonic runs his heart out over here. So I decided to do a little bit of cleanup on my computer because I was filled up to the brim with a lot of videos. Like in case you don't really know, this isn't the only channel I run. There's like another one that I actually run alongside this, so I have multiple videos for those channels. The thing about it though is that they were overcrowding my hard drive. So I decided to do a cleanup and try to make more room, get rid of any videos that I no longer need, while keeping the videos that I definitely want for the sake of backing them up and archive them so they take up less memory, and if I ever need to upload them again, you know, I'll have them right there. It's no problem. So I did my thing, I started deleting videos left and right, and my computer, and this hasn't really been a thing since the Windows 10 upgrade, if you were to, like, let's say, enter a folder, leave it, and try to do something else within that same folder, well, it tends to leave the previous folder you've left highlighted. So I was just holding down the control key, clicking on multiple videos that I want to get rid of, without even realizing that the folder where all of my videos and like thumbnails and clips and audio stuff is being kept. And I ended up deleting that folder along with all the other videos that I wanted to delete it. Now here's the problem with all that. Practically every video that I have done on this channel, it's officially gone. You know, the Mega Man Legends videos are gone. All the past Sonic Unleashed episodes are gone. Thankfully, I didn't put the new Sonic Unleashed footage in that folder, so they're still here. But any video beyond this, no. They're gone. Which means if something were to happen to my channel, I'm pretty much officially screwed here. To make matters worse, a lot of the audio clips I had for future episodes, including a future review that I have in the works right now, and I'll reveal what that review is later on. Like, that all got deleted as well. Now, I was able to salvage some of the files that I've managed to get back because I was able to recover them from my recycling bin. However, not all of the sound files made it. This episode you're seeing right here is the only episode that didn't get its sound files like completely returned to its hard drive. Or I should say it didn't recover correctly. And that's because unlike the other files I've gotten back, this was the only one that was corrupted. Because if I were to play the actual audio right now, all you would hear is static. So yeah, it's officially cooked. I can't do anything with it, and this is the end result. So lesson here, if you're going to delete your files, make sure, first of all, always back up your stuff on a different hard drive, even if you don't think you'll need to. Do it anyway. And I guess the second lesson here is make sure the folders you want to delete are actually the ones you want to delete and unhighlight the ones that you don't want to delete. Like I said, this wasn't a thing till Windows 10, and apparently it keeps your folder highlighted even when you leave. Like, it used to never do that, so that's why it ended up getting deleted by accident. But nevertheless, this is the only video that was affected. The others still have the original audio, so you're going to be able to hear all of the live commentary from here on out. But I'm definitely being a lot more careful from here on as well. But in other news, another problem I've been having, because unfortunately this isn't the only one, is a problem with my movie editor as well. And this is also another reason why it took me so long to get the previous episode out, like prior to this one being uploaded. See, I use my movie editor that I'm using right now is a program called Sony Movie Studio Platinum. I believe that's the full name of it. And it's a pretty solid editor for what it does. I mean, I know that it's definitely not better than Adobe Premiere, because I've heard from many that that's the movie editor you want to use to really get the most out of editing your videos. But it's still a relatively good movie editor. It's easy to understand, easy to pick it up, easy to learn. And if you just want to go ahead and do like simple editing and not too many complicated things, then it's definitely the editor you want to use. The only problem with it, however, is that it tends to have a lot of buggy issues. And the one that I was facing for a good while now, it does this thing where I would render a video, right? Like right after I finish everything that I wanted to do on the project. And when it finally reaches the end of the video, like, I shouldn't say the end of the video, but when it finally reaches the end of the editing process, it gets stuck on 99%. And it just stays there forever. And what I would end up having to do, because I don't exactly know what's causing it, I'm not sure if it's the video itself that's doing it, or if it's the program. But what I would end up have to do at that point is that I would have to, open up Task Manager, close out the Movie Maker program. Sorry if I'm brain farting a lot here. That's why there's going to be a few awkward pauses in this commentary. But as I was saying, before I go off topic here, I would have to basically force the Movie Maker, the Movie Studio program to shut down. And then I would have to open up OBS, get the original video footage, record said video footage while OBS is like recording the video itself. And then I have to take that video, re-edit the entire clip the way I had it, and then I have to render it. And basically what ends up happening when I do all that is I would say an hour to a 2 hour project tops would generally go from that to a 6 hour project, depending on what I did in the previous one and what edits I wanted to make. And it's a total nightmare. So basically what I've been trying to do now, I've been trying to figure out a permanent solution to this, because this isn't the first time it's happened. It's happened several times. It first happened when I was still recording episodes from Mega Man Legends. And then it started doing it again when I started editing other videos. And the reason why I'm hell-bent on finding a permanent solution is because, well, sometimes in my videos, if the situation calls for it, or if I'm feeling super creative that day, I can do a lot of editing in the video and put a crap load of editing work into it, only to have to start that entire thing over. And it's awful. It's an awful feeling. It's kind of like when you're doing a school project or something, and you didn't really do like that good of a job on it, or you ended up messing up the project entirely, and you would essentially have to start the entire thing over. And nobody doesn't want to start the whole thing over, even if you put your whole heart and soul into it. You know? Like, who wants to start their entire project from scratch all over again? I mean, yeah, you're gonna work a little faster now because you know exactly what you want to do, but it gets pretty tedious at that point. So, I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I've tried a couple of methods, and so far I haven't really been met with much success. There is one other method I have not tried yet, and I will definitely do it if the problem arises again, because something tells me it will. Probably when I edit the next video after this one, I'm pretty sure of it. And I'll be pulling my hair out on that one as well. And you know, hopefully I won't have to run into this problem anymore. I mean, I love doing what I do. It's a nice hobby that I've gotten into. And I want to keep making content. You know, but this is going to be a huge setback if this continues. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep at it. You know, it just means that production is going to take a little longer than normal because of these problems until I can get them fully resolved. So I guess you could say I guess you could say that this is also a bit of an announcement as to why I'm kind of being slow on the uploads as of late. It's just video editing struggles here. By the way, I have to call BS on that because there's no way that I should have gotten hit by those bullets since the camera just shifted to like regular view. Like, what? But anyway, I've just been like rambling on about like the problems I've been facing and haven't really been talking too much about the game. So to sum up how I feel about the previous level and this boss, Rooftop Run is actually much better than Chunan, in my opinion, simply because the stage itself flows much more nicely than Chunan does. Because I mean, with Chunan, you kind of have to like jump, like know exactly when you have to jump to keep going, because of those little bumps on the road that they put there, and I honestly don't understand why they would do that, but they did. Whereas with Rooftop Run, it feels like you're constantly in motion, and the only thing stopping you is, well, mistakes. So I honestly felt that Rooftop Run was definitely the more solid stage compared to Chunan that we've just ran through. And as for this boss, well, you're literally just playing Touhou while playing as Sonic. That's all there is to it. You just dodge the bullets, dodge the beams, and get your punishment in when you can. Anyway, enjoy a nice cutscene, and I'll chime in again once it's done. Anyway, peeps, that is enough for this episode. So, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for sticking with me this far. This is the One-Up Havoc, and as always, plenty of thumbs fall off, people. I'll see you guys later.